Jay-Z and Beyoncé are done for. The internet is tearing apart their entire empire right now, and honestly, it's getting terrifying. People are saying the polished billionaire power couple image we've been sold for decades is rotting from the inside. A resurfaced clip, a dismissed lawsuit, Diddy's federal nightmare, Beyoncé's name being used without Carter. Everything is colliding at once, and the whole narrative is twisting in ways nobody saw coming. Everybody thought they knew the full story about Jay-Z and Beyoncé, the ultimate power couple, untouchable, billion-dollar empire, music royalty, relationship goals. That was the version everyone repeated for years. But now, a grainy 2007 concert clip, a civil lawsuit that named Jay-Z right next to Diddy in a stomach-turning allegations, and Beyoncé quietly appearing as Beyonce Knowles in certain contexts, all of it is resurfacing at the exact same time Diddy is sitting in federal custody fighting organized crime-style charges. And the whole narrative, it's twisting, hard. Because people aren't just asking questions anymore. They're rewriting history in real time, frame by frame, rumor by rumor, and they're not letting go. Let me break this down because this is where everything starts clicking together in the most insane way. First, the clip. Out of nowhere, a 2007 Scream Fest concert video explodes back onto timelines. Sean Diddy Combs sprinting across the stage and smacking Jay-Z on the backside in front of thousands of people. At the time, brushed off as playful, just two moguls messing around. But now, in the middle of Diddy's federal sex trafficking and racketeering nightmare, with bail denied multiple times and allegations hanging over him that sound like a crime movie, that same moment is being replayed like a coded signal from a secret brotherhood. People aren't laughing anymore. They're zooming in, pausing frames, slowing down the footage, rewriting what we thought we saw. Online detectives turned this into a full-blown investigation. They're studying body language, facial expressions, who's standing where, who reacts and who doesn't. And folks online swear this wasn't a joke. They're calling it a dominance display, a public reminder of some hidden debt or hierarchy between them. Think about it. The fact that no one cared in 2007, but it's blowing up now, only feeds the idea that the clip meant nothing until people saw what Diddy is now accused of. That's when the internet started connecting dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, or maybe should have been connected all along. Then it gets uglier. A civil lawsuit drops, and it doesn't just name Diddy, it names Jay-Z right next to him in allegations so disturbing they're hard to even repeat. A woman, identified as Jane Doe, claims that back in 2000 at an MTV VMAs afterparty, when she was 13 years old, she was allegedly drugged and then assaulted first by Diddy, then by Jay-Z, while a mysterious female celebrity allegedly watched. Now listen, these are allegations made in a lawsuit, not proven facts. The case was later dismissed with prejudice, meaning it legally cannot come back. That's important, but to the internet, that detail doesn't calm anything. It electrifies the conspiracy. Because Jay-Z publicly obliterated the accusation, called it frivolous, essentially labeled the civil approach as blackmail disguised as mediation. His legal camp painted the entire thing as a weaponized shakedown designed to exploit Diddy's downfall and extort money from Jay-Z's name. To his defenders, it was exactly that, a desperate cash grab using Diddy's chaos as leverage. To his critics, it looked like damage control from a cornered empire. Either way, his name is now forever algorithmically welded to Diddy's in the darkest possible context. Search Jay-Z right now, and the suggestions that pop up are nightmare fuel. That association, it's permanent, and it's spreading. And standing in the blast radius of all this is Beyoncé. While Jay-Z's name trends with lawsuit and Diddy, the internet does what it does best. It rips open every old rumor it ever had about Beyoncé and drags it into 4K high-definition scrutiny. Age conspiracies resurface. Old interviews with Matthew Knowles are replayed, slowed down, over-interpreted. Clips where he allegedly slips up about ages, vague references to timelines that don't add up. A throwaway Gabrielle anecdote becomes a weapon, like, wait, how are they in high school together if Beyoncé is supposedly younger? No documents have ever proved she's older than 1981, but the rumor ecosystem doesn't care about documents. It cares about patterns, or at least the illusion of patterns. In the court of public opinion, now she's framed as the meticulously engineered product of a family willing to lie about anything to build the brand. Then the Blue Ivy pregnancy war gets resurrected from the dead. The infamous TV moment where Beyoncé sits down and her baby bump appears to fold becomes the Zapruder film of celebrity conspiracy culture. Frame-by-frame dissection, freeze shots, new TikTok experts swearing the bump is collapsing like foam, comparisons to prosthetic pregnancy bellies used in movies. Her team already torched those rumors years ago, calling them ridiculous and false, and there's no evidence she faked the pregnancy. But this new storm doesn't care about evidence. It cares about narrative momentum. If they lied about the age, if they lied about the pregnancy, what else are they hiding? That's the question looping through comment sections like a virus. And then people notice something tiny but explosive. Beyoncé being listed as Beyonce Knowles without Carter in at least one high-profile context. To normal people, it's nothing, a branding choice, a callback to her maiden name. To a scandal-hungry audience, it's a flare shot into the night sky. A chunk of the fandom spirals into marriage in crisis fanfiction. Is she slowly rebranding away from Jay-Z? Is this her quiet way of saying, I'm my own empire while everything burns around him? Is she done cleaning up his messes? Every new red carpet becomes a crime scene. Every hand placement, side-eye, forced smile is dissected like a hostage video. Now let's get into the motive, because this is where everything starts clicking on a deeper, darker level. The marriage storyline is dragged out the archives and made to dance again. Lemonade is no longer just art, it's treated like a confession tape puzzle. Every lyric, every visual, every metaphor is now being re-examined as evidence of something much bigger than infidelity. 444 is replayed like court-mandated testimony. Jay-Z's apology album, his public acknowledgement of cheating, of hurting Beyoncé, of almost losing his family. The cheating, the Becky with the good hair, the therapy, the reported rules Beyoncé allegedly imposed after the affair came to light. No late-night clubbing with the boys, strict boundaries with women, mandatory couples therapy, alleged restrictions on who he can collab with and where he can be seen. None of that is dropped as calm, grown-up healing anymore. It's now reframed as a post-infidelity surveillance system in a marriage running on NDAs and damage control. Think about it. When that lawsuit naming Jay-Z goes public, and then suspiciously soon after he's seen smiling next to Beyoncé and Blue Ivy at a premiere, online detectives don't see a loving family outing. They see high-level crisis choreography. Of course she came out with him. She is the PR strategy. The timeline starts to look, to them, too clean, too calculated. Allegations go viral, lawsuit headlines circulate, clip of Diddy slapping Jay-Z resurfaces, then boom, picture-perfect Carter family moment on a red carpet polished within an inch of its life. To critics, it reeks of image triage. Parade the wife, bring the daughter, radiate unity, choke the scandal with optics. And a growing theory starts spreading like wildfire. Beyoncé isn't just a wife, she's the fortress. Her near-flawless public persona is viewed as a shield for the family empire. Every scandal that brushes Jay-Z gets drowned out by her next tour, her next album, her next iconic look. That's why the Beyoncé Knowles appearance hits so hard online. To some, it looks like the shield quietly stepping away from the man it has been protecting for decades. But let's keep it real. The internet isn't stopping there. Old cheating rumors, therapy sessions, alleged roles, all of it is being remixed into a new narrative. This is no love story. This is a billion-dollar merger with terms, penalties, and crisis playbooks. Fans speculate about ironclad prenups, infidelity clauses, secrecy agreements, and who actually holds more power. Is it the mogul husband or the global deity wife? Some people online are convinced Beyoncé has been playing the long game, building her empire, securing her wealth, protecting her children, and when the time is right, she walks away from the Carter name entirely and becomes just Beyoncé again, the queen who never needed the king. And then there's the darker layer that people won't stop talking about. the long-debated question of how old Beyoncé really was when she met Jay-Z. Some allege a grooming-coded age gap dynamic, the idea that an older, already powerful rapper allegedly locked in a rising teenage star and shaped her trajectory from the beginning. No definitive proof exists, but the rumor ecosystem doesn't need proof. It needs a pattern that feels true. And in the black hole of TikTok and YouTube conspiracy channels, it goes even darker. People dig into endless compilations of triangle hands, secret symbols, and all-seeing eye gestures folded into Illuminati fan fiction about power, sacrifice, and hidden control networks in music. Then there's the chilling story of Kathy White, the woman heavily rumored online to have been Jay-Z's alleged mistress, who died suddenly in her late 20s. The official record calls it a ruptured aneurysm. Natural causes, tragic, but not suspicious. But in the rumor machine, her death becomes too convenient. Fuel for people who believe no one around this couple disappears by accident. Her face gets inserted into every YouTube dark truth compilation as the woman who knew too much. Conspiracy figures claim she was about to go public before she died, with no proof, no evidence, just speculation feeding speculation. Still, her name floats like a specter over Jay-Z's narrative, a ghost that won't go away. Put all that together, the lawsuit, the resurfaced clip, the marriage rules, the alleged grooming timeline, the mysterious death rumors, the Illuminati theories, and the Beyoncé Knowles rebrand, and it starts to look to a certain corner of the internet like the perfect recipe for an empire built on secrets finally cracking open. But here's the part that really hits different. The one who got caught up in the middle of all this is Beyoncé herself. This woman built one of the most iconic careers in music history. She barely makes mistakes. She controls her narrative with military precision, and she's spent decades trying to live her life, raise her children, and protect her family from the chaos of fame. And now, she's dealing with a situation where her husband's name is trending next to Diddy's in the darkest possible context, where every old rumor about her age, her pregnancy, her marriage is being weaponized against her, where people are analyzing her body language on red carpets like she's a hostage sending coded messages. That's messed up. Leaked footage and photos from recent appearances show something people can't stop talking about. The way she holds herself, the way she smiles, the way her hand rests on Jay-Z's arm. You can see the weight of it, the exhaustion, the performance of unity. That's somebody's wife, somebody's mother, and she's dealing with trauma and scrutiny over a situation she had nothing to do with, or at least not directly. And the saddest part? She can't escape it. Because the algorithm doesn't care about innocence, it cares about engagement. And right now, her name drives clicks, her face drives views, her silence drives speculation. So every time she steps out, every time she posts, every time she breathes, people are watching, waiting, theorizing. And whether any of this is true or not, the damage is done. The association is permanent. The empire is cracking. Now, this whole situation gets even crazier when you realize how deep the Diddy connection really goes. Because it's not just one clip, it's not just one lawsuit, it's decades of photos, videos, collaborations, and public appearances that are now being re-examined under a microscope. Think about it. Jay-Z and Diddy have been in the same circles for over 30 years. They've partied together, done business together, been photographed together at countless events. And for the longest time, that was just normal. Two moguls in the same industry running in the same circles. But now, every single one of those moments is being recontextualized under a microscope. Fans online have been working like full-blown investigators. They're pulling up old interviews where Jay-Z talks about Diddy, old red carpet moments where they're standing next to each other, old award shows where they're seen whispering, and they're asking, what were they really talking about? What did they really know? It's the same thing that happened when the Jeffrey Epstein case exploded. Suddenly, every celebrity who ever took a photo with him was guilty by association in the court of public opinion. It didn't matter if they knew anything, the photo was enough. And that's what's happening here. Jay-Z's team has been silent on most of this, which to some people is smart. Don't feed the beast, don't give the conspiracy more oxygen, let it burn itself out. But to others, the silence is deafening. It looks like avoidance, like hiding, like hoping the storm passes without having to address it directly. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's team has reportedly been in full crisis mode. Crisis PR firms, reputation management teams, and crisis specialists are flooding fan discussions. Every carefully staged photo, every silence, every lawyered-up statement convinces many that what we're seeing isn't a family. It's a corporate machine in permanent emergency mode. And the internet loves that narrative because it confirms what a lot of people already suspected, that celebrity marriages at this level aren't about love. They're about brand protection, image management, wealth preservation. So when Jay-Z and Beyoncé show up together at a premiere, smiling and holding hands, people don't see romance. They see a board meeting, a strategy session, a public performance designed to stop the bleeding. And honestly, that might be the saddest part of all this. Because even if they do love each other, even if their marriage is real and strong and built on genuine connection, nobody believes it anymore. The algorithm has decided their love story is fake. And once the algorithm decides, it's almost impossible to change the narrative. And this story is still unfolding with way bigger implications than just one couple or one lawsuit or one resurfaced clip. What we're seeing here is how the internet has completely changed the rules of celebrity, how a single rumor, a single frame of footage, a single dismissed lawsuit can spiral into a full-scale character assassination that no amount of PR can stop. The bigger conversation is about responsibility, about what happens when fame, power, and secrecy collide, about how the public demands transparency from celebrities, but also punishes them when they give it. Jay-Z and Beyoncé built an empire by being private, by controlling their narrative, by revealing only what they wanted to reveal. And for a long time, that worked. People respected the mystery, the exclusivity, the carefully curated image. But now, that same privacy is being weaponized against them, because when you constantly control the narrative, people start to assume you're hiding something. And when allegations surface, even false ones, the lack of transparency makes people believe the worst. Think about it. If Jay-Z had been more open about his past, if Beyoncé had addressed the pregnancy rumors directly instead of ignoring them, if they had been more vulnerable, more human, more messy, would the internet still be tearing them apart like this? Maybe, maybe not. But the lesson here is clear. In 2026, you can't outrun the algorithm. You can't control the narrative forever. And when the tide turns, it turns fast. What's happening to Jay-Z and Beyoncé right now is a warning for anybody with fame, power, and secrets. The more you try to protect your image, the more people will try to destroy it. The more you hide, the more they'll dig. The more you stay silent, the louder the rumors get. And once the internet decides you're guilty, it doesn't matter what the courts say. It doesn't matter what the truth is. The damage is done. So where does this leave us? Jay-Z's name is permanently linked to Diddy's in the worst possible way. Beyoncé is being torn apart by conspiracy theories that range from plausible to completely insane. Their marriage is being analyzed like a crime scene. And the internet is just getting started. Because here's the thing, this story isn't going away. Every time Diddy's case updates, Jay-Z's name will resurface. Every time Beyoncé steps out in public, people will analyze her body language. Every time they post on social media, the comments will be flooded with accusations, theories, and demands for answers. And the saddest part?
even if every single allegation is false, even if the lawsuit was a baseless cash grab, even if the Diddy connection is completely innocent, even if their marriage is rock solid and built on real love, nobody will believe it, because the internet has already decided the narrative. The empire is cracking, the power couple is fake, the secrets are spilling out. And once that narrative takes hold, there's no going back. So what happens next? Does Beyoncé quietly distance herself from the Carter name? Does Jay-Z address the allegations head-on or continue to stay silent? Does their marriage survive this level of public scrutiny? We don't know. Nobody knows. But one thing is certain. The Jay-Z and Beyoncé we thought we knew, the untouchable power couple, the billion-dollar empire, the ultimate relationship goals, that version is gone. What's left is a family under siege, a brand in crisis, and the internet that smells blood in the water. Stay locked in, because this story is about to get even crazier. More details dropping, more clues surfacing, and reports say new allegations could be coming that make everything we just talked about look tame. So drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Jay-Z and Beyoncé's empire is really cracking? Do you think the internet is right to question everything about their relationship? Or do you think this is all just conspiracy theory madness that's gone too far? And here's the real question. If you were in their position, how would you handle it? Would you address the rumors directly? Would you stay silent and let it blow over? Or would you lawyer up and fight back? Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update, because we're covering every twist, every rumor, every new development as it comes out. I appreciate you for rocking with me through this deep dive. This one was heavy, this one was dark, but this is the reality of fame in 2026. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, and remember, the internet never forgets, and the algorithm always wins.